Breaking news just dropped right here on the channel. And trust me, this is the kind of deep draft insight that could change how you see the Minnesota Vikings strategy forever. So before we dive into this eye-opening story, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel right now and hit that notification bell like you're blitzing Aaron Rodgers. You do not want to miss what we're about to break down, because this isn't just draft talk. It's about uncovering a pattern that could define the Vikings' future. With just 3 weeks until the NFL draft, the Vikings are one of the hardest teams to predict. Why? Because GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has been playing his cards close to the chest. But if you look a little deeper, something very interesting starts to emerge. Let's start with what we do know. The Vikings' current roster is shockingly balanced. Free agency was a win, trenches strengthened, key needs filled, and that means at pick #24, anything is possible. But here's where it gets juicy. When you trace Kwesi's draft history, a fascinating pattern appears. Throughout his time in Minnesota, Adofo-Mensah has shown a clear tendency. He almost never drafts players in the early rounds unless they're from Power 4 schools. Let me give you the cold, hard numbers. Only 2 non-Power 4 players have been drafted by the Vikings under Kwesi, and both were 7th-round picks. In the first round, not a single G5 group of 5 player. Not one. Sound familiar? That's because his mentor Browns GM Andrew Berry does the exact same thing, sticking religiously to top-tier programs with proven resumes. Let's break down Kwesi's first-round track record. 2022, Louis Cine, Georgia, at pick number 32, followed by a string of Power 4 players. 2023, Jordan Addison, USC, at pick number 23. Again, the next 8 players, all from big-time programs. 2024, J.J. McCarthy, Michigan, at number 10, and Dallas Turner, Alabama, at number 17, both from football powerhouses. So what does this tell us? Despite the Vikings having had multiple chances to grab top talent from smaller programs, they stuck with the big schools, even when those G5 players fit positions of need. Is this an intentional draft strategy? Or is it simply a byproduct of the limited top-tier G5 talent available? That's the real question. The data isn't strong enough to call it a rule, but it's a major signal, and with each draft, that signal gets louder. The Vikings may say they're open to all prospects, but the numbers paint a different picture. So when draft night comes around, and the Vikings are on the clock at #24, remember this moment. If they pass on a small school star in favor of a Power 4 name, you'll know exactly why. One thing's for sure, something big is brewing in Minnesota. And how Kwesi handles this draft could define the future of the franchise. Before you go, if you want to stay 10 steps ahead of every Vikings fan, subscribe now, turn on all notifications, and become part of the smartest fan base on YouTube. And now we want to hear from you. Do you think Kwesi is too focused on Power 4 schools? Or is this strategy exactly what the Vikings need to take the next step? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, Skull Nation will catch you in the next one.